precious Dharma teachings. Let's pay homage to the lineage gurus. Homage to the Venerable Mang Liao Ming. Homage to Master Sakya Zhengkong. Homage to His Holiness the 16th Karmapa. And homage to Master Thubten Dorje. Homage to the three jewels of the altar, and homage to the main deity of Homa today, the seven-eyed Buddha Mother, White Tara, White Dakini. Sumo, Tansen Gatso, Thubten Siddhi, Thubten Karma, and all Dharma masters, Dharma lecturers, Dharma teachers, Dharma instructors, Dharma teaching assistants, temple and center directors, and all disciples present here over the internet. Good afternoon. How do you do? Someone's birthday today. Let's sing a birthday song. Happy birthday. I would like to announce now, April 27th, next Sunday at 3 p.m., there would be Golden Mother with infinite hands and eyes. This deity with tens of thousands of infinite hands and eyes, she can do everything, anything. If you don't become primary supplicants, you're missing a lot. That's too bad. And the mudra is different from Golden Mother's mudra. So the middle fingers are together or touching each other, and the rest are all crossed. So that represents the center, the yidam at the center, with many hands and many eyes. Infinite hands and eyes. Like the 1,000-eyed, 1,000-armed Avalokitesvara Bodhisattva has the same power, Dharma power. Today we perform White Tara Homa. White Tara is white. Specializes in purification. 2, she specializes in longevity. So by becoming primary supplicant, you can extend your lifespan, because she's one of the 3 longevity deities, Amitayus, Longevity Buddha, Usnisha Vijaya, and White Tara. Among 21 Taras, she is considered as the Tara of supreme longevity. Second, she can eradicate all karmic sicknesses, illnesses, calamities can be eradicated. And one more. She understands precepts. That's why I have written a book, The Sword of the Yogi. They are all spoken by White Tara. So precepts. Eradication of calamities and illnesses and longevity. She has 7 eyes. One at the brow point, 2 eyes like our human eyes, and in the middle of the palms and the soles of the feet. So she's also called the 7-eye Buddha Mother. She's many transformation of Avalokitesvara Bodhisattva's tear of compassion. White Tara once supported to the school that her 6-syllable tongue of the Hat mantra so her tongue syllable merging with your own tongue syllable, then she can bring you to the Western Pure Land. I remember long ago, Master Dubdan Darji, White Tara appeared to him and told him, you need to go to Taiwan to find someone with the family name Luo. So he went to Taiwan to look for this person by the name Luo, and he thought that's with a different character, and could not see all over Taiwan, could not find. Until one day, White Tara appeared again and told him that this person with the Luo family name is right by your side. And he came to find you because Taiwanese, that's the pronunciation in Taiwanese. Seng Yen Lu sounded like Lo Sengan. So he understood Taiwanese, so he was, actually it's Lu. The Taiwanese dialect of Lu is Luo, so she understood Taiwanese. So finally he found me. Master Dubdan Darji said that White Tara was looking for me to go to Taiwan to find someone by the last name Luo, and found a few people with Luo family name, but not quite right. And then later on, he transmitted all of his Dharma to me. That's what he said. That's what he told me. So Lu Seng Yen in Taiwanese Sangan. So the pronunciation was the same. That's a very, very mystical thing. That's about Master Thubten Dorje. And White Tara, today happened to be White Tara Homa, and I hope that White Tara would help that this eczema and it's really very difficult to deal with, especially at night. And it's hard for little kid, but it's also hard for an elderly, because before 80 years old I never use anything on my skin, not even soap. I don't use any soap at all, and my skin was really good. And so strange, all of a sudden I got this eczema and hives. I did not know about this eczema, and it doesn't recognize me as well. I don't know what eczema is all about, and I don't know what hives are about. And I thought it was a simple issue, just maybe put on some ointment and it would be fine. But it turned out it's not the case. Like for kids, for babies in America, if they get these hives, whatever medicine you use, they need to grow up before the immune system develop, before they can handle it. And sometimes they can't, and it would recur. But as you age, your immune system is getting weaker and weaker. So once you get it, it's the same as forever, till you die. And they ask, will it get better? Even if it get better, you still need to take care of it. It's a kind of hives. Urticaria. When I heard that, my legs all became weak. All my life I never worried about my skin, but now before bed I have to take care of it, and when I get up I also have to take care of it. And I've used 2 huge bottles of lotion and used them all up, and now ordered again. And some people say that has oil base, no good, you need to use water base. I don't even know what that is. Dr. Liao said if you use the oil base, it would block your skin. It would make it more itchy. Need the water base. Now I use oil base. It's all cream all over my body now. So Dr. Liao said I have to use water base. The dermatologist said you have to use the oil base. Oh my God, which one should I use? And some people brought aloe vera, and they say aloe vera is best. I have used aloe vera and also the strongest medical ointment. It's the extra strength skin, and also snake powder from Southeast Asia, and I have used that too. And many more. And someone gave me that LV, and after using it, it felt better. And after a few hours, it came back again. And Hanifa gave me some essential oil. I don't know what it's called. It's also very effective. And before bed, I use that, and the itch would subside. No side effect. Some has side effects, and the dermatologists give steroid plus lotion, all mixed together, and use it all over the body. The whole big bottle. And we have used it. I finished it and still not cured. And Xiu Qun, who understands drugs, said, "Let me take care of it." Even the dermatologist cannot cure it. But she's a medicine, like drug salesperson, specializes in skin medicines, sales. And from California, Kong Liang Yu, Dharma sister, used acupuncture and already put 108 needles on me twice. Still not cured till now. I'm most afraid of needles. I dislike needles the most, and 108 needles twice, and they're all bruises all over the body. And also ate the Chinese medicine, Chinese herb, Fang Hong Tong Sen San. Fang Hong Tong Sen San. And aloe vera, 3 huge bottles, and I use them all. And I have used the snake powder as well. And this extra strength, incomparable ointment. And some give me antihistamine. Allegra, they give me Allegra, 24 hours a day, 24 hours or 12 hours, to let you have a good sleep. So in the daytime, I'm always drowsy. Still not getting better. Up till now, I've used all of them. And Dr. Liao is here now. Now I only need only injection. I have not done. And they say even the injection is only dealing with the symptoms, but not with the cause or the root of the problem. Huh? It's to eliminate your toxins. So am I toxic then? These hives and eczema, really. If I can be cured, then Xiaojing or Ethan can be cured too. So I told Xiaojing, we are sick together. And he cried so sadly. He understood and he cried very sadly. And then Shirley told me they have used the strongest kinds of medicines. Very grateful to many doctors, Dr. Lee, who gave me medicine. And Dr. Liao also gave me medicines. And then Dr. Kong Liang Yu also gave me medicines. And many other disciples, and the pilot, the stewardess, Miss Yang, Mr. Yang, gave me lots of medicines. And many more disciples who give me medicines from all over the world. I can open a drugstore, although I can open a drugstore, but my ailment is still there. That double V ointment, I have over 500 bottles. And the drugstore in Taiwan asked, "What's going on? This month, this ointment is gone," and then they even order for next month. They all bought. So many disciples send many drugs, and every time we got a package, it's all filled with. It's all medicine and ointment, liquid, and detox, and anti-itch, antihistamine, and anti-inflammatory, anti-swell can also stop the itch. And I have tons of them. And one day I will give you each, give all of you, distribute to all of you. I have used everything. So I don't know who to listen to now. Next Wednesday, I will go see the dermatologist in Seattle. And that an expert who used a bottle of steroid into the lotion for me to use, and to use it for a week and then have to stop. It's still the same. Maybe slightly better. And Simu told me, you have to use it long term. You have to maintain and take care of it long term. And I asked, until when? Until you die. I never knew eczema before at all. Really? What is this? What is? Let's pray to White Tara. There's nothing else we can do. Because we've prayed to Golden Mother several times. Everybody's praying. And I also pray myself. Every night I cried to her. I didn't just use prayer, I cried every night. And she's unmoved, untouched, so cruel. And White Tara, oh, she can eradicate illnesses. So now I rely on you. I pray to you. Let me chant it loudly and see if I can be better. Yeah, having this is good too. By having eczema, you don't even think about money. I just want it cured. I can let go of money. And I wouldn't even think about sensual pleasures. It's all over the body. How can I think about any sensual pleasures? And that's doom. The Hakkainis eating long yen, the fruit. You know that? Like it's like dragon eye fruit. But in Hakkainis it sounds like sigengeng. Longan fruit. So that thing is dead. So how about name? I have that. Now as long as I can cure my eczema, anything is fine. I can give up everything else. Now my diet is so pitiful. I cannot eat any seafood. No more seafood. Last night someone gave me a bowl of lamb and Dr. Liao said, no, you cannot eat any lamb. Cannot eat any seafood, no meat. So you just asked me to eat veggies and tofu. And no alcohol. And anything fermented, no peanuts. Anything with yeast. Now every time I look at my plate, I would cry. So I cannot eat, I cannot sleep. It's even worse. It's itching when I sleep at night. I can't. So wealth, fame, sensual pleasures, sleep and food are all gone. All. So is there a meaning to life then? If the Buddhas and Bodhisattvas don't save me, I'll kill them all. I can't say that the Buddhas and Bodhisattvas are compassionate. What can I do? Just let it be. When I heard anything that can for men cannot be eaten, so I can't even eat eggs. Some people say cannot use the oil-based lotion. You use the water-based lotion, like Dr. Liao said. So tomorrow I will change. I would stop all the oils and use the water base. But the dermatologist told me to use the lotion, and it's very greasy all over the body. It's very discomforting. So when I take a shower every day, I just use water and then dry it, and then I would put on the medicine. I have to bathe several times a day because it's very greasy all over. In Taiwan, it's very yucky. It's a good thing. Just befriend the illness. Now we'll do the Q&A. From Singapore, Lotus Xiongfa. It's after 5? Wow, let me speed up then. I was sharing my experience. So, if you get this, I should not say that you get it. Eczema like this is my first time. I got it. At 80, only at 80 I start to know about it. And I discovered that this kind of illness is extremely difficult to deal with. It entangles you. Guru Buddha, I reverently prostrate to you. May you live a long life in the world to turn the Dharma wheel. Please, please don't ask me to stay long life in this world. To live a long life in the Saha world and to suffer all my life. Back then, when Vimalakirti was going to take me, then this would never happen to me. Had I followed him, this would not have happened. You sing that song, please stay, that's to suffer. July 25th, 2021, at the Rainbow Temple, Grandmaster presided Guru Padmasambhava Homa and give the Dharma teaching that the protector Dorje Shukden is also called the Great Strength Vajra. Please advise, this Dorje Shukden Great Strength Vajra is the same as Tribuddha School's Mahabala Great Strength Vajra, and the mantra is Om Mahabalaya Soha. So, Great Strength Vajra has this name, Dorje Shukden, in the sutras. But is it the same as the Tibetan Buddhist Dorje Shukden? No, I don't know. There are two sects of Dorje Shukden. One school believes to practice Dorje Shukden, and then the other school does not allow Dorje Shukden practice, which is the Dalai Lama's. So Tibetan Buddhism was about to split into two different schools. One can practice Dorje Shukden, the other one cannot. So, no matter what, Mahabala Oh, Mahabhalaya Soha. The true Buddha school Mahabhala is true Buddha schools. But I have read about the great strength Vajra Mahabhala. So, because practicing the great strength Vajra would gain spiritual union very fast, and you would generate or obtain great strength, great power. That's Mahabhala. That's one question. I don't want to ask if Mahabhala is Dorje Shukden or not. The second question. On May 26, 2021, at the Rainbow Temple, Grandmaster presided over hiking Avalokitesvara Homa ceremony and gave a Dharma teaching. Vajrayogini is limitless in number, and those existing in emptiness are called Vajrayogini, and those with form are called Prajna Buddha Mother, and the manifestation of Prajna Buddha Mother is Vajravarahi. So actually, Prajna Buddha Mother or Prajna Paramita is the source of all female beings, female system or lineage. So Prajna Buddha Mother is considered the highest Buddha Mother of all Buddha Mothers. And of course there are many Vajra Yoginis. And on December 14, 2024, Grandmaster presided the group practice of Siddhika Bodhisattva and said that Vajrayogini has warmth and fragrance. Has warmth and fragrance. What kind of question are you asking? Yeah, please clarify. Vajrayogini, Prajna Buddha Mother, and Vajravarahi's relationship with each other. So is there a special visualization mantra and mudra for Vajrayogini, or is it the same as Vajravarahi and Prajna Buddha Mother? I think in terms of the female tantra, there are many who are very fierce, like Ishichoka. She was once transformed into Magic Labdron. And Magic Labdron was the reincarnation of Ishichoka. Magic Labdron. And Ishichoka is also related to Saraswati. So, to the Buddha Mother of marvelous sound, Saraswati, and she was the goddess of Ganges River. And before, she was also the goddess of the snowy mountain, Ganges mountain goddess, Ishichoka, Magic Labdron. They're all from the same group. So transforming back and forth. So in Tibet, it's no big deal. So Prajna Buddha Mother can be the most important Buddha Mother of all Buddha Mothers. And she can transform into many different forms, like Vajrayogini, like Dorje Patmo, or Vajravarahi, Vajrayogini, Gurukuli Buddha Mother. They're all interrelated. like the 100,000 dakinis of the organ heaven or Pure Land. So they're all dakinis, and we can also call them, they're all Vajayoginis. We can say that, right? Do you have any opinion about this? I think Prajna Buddha Mother is the highest. Prajna Buddha Mother. And she's holding a Prajna Sutra. So there should be transformations. You can see the past Ishichogar, Majilabdron are the same. Saraswati, the Buddha Mother, Alokeswara is related to Ishichogar, and Saraswati was also the goddess of the Ganges River and of the snowy mountain. But they appear in different forms. The mother of time, that's the snowy mountain. And at the snowy mountain, there are also 5 longevity Buddha mothers. So in sum, once you have attainment, you would know. Prior to attainment, asking this is the same as it's useless because it's just a knowledge. But once you have attainments, then you would be clear about everything according to what the Buddha said. Like the Adharma Buddha. Other than the Adharma Buddha, there are many other Buddhas. And they say the Tantric Buddhism regards Adharma Buddha as the Buddha on the 16th ground, very high. If we classify into grounds, Adharma 16, the 5 Dhyani Buddha's 13th ground, Adharma Buddha, which is Samantabhadra Tathagata, or Kuntun Changpo. And Samantabhadra Tathagata is different from Samantabhadra Bodhisattva. The chick told the hen, mother, oh, please don't lay eggs today, let's go out and play. And the mother hen said, no, I have to work. But the chick said, but you've laid so many eggs. And the mother hen said, but little kid, if 1 egg a day, then the chicken knife is away. But if you don't lay an egg for the day, then you would become a chicken rice. So you have a value. If you don't maintain your value, then you will lose your life. But the past value does not mean your current position. These past few days, I have headache and neck ache, and went to the hospital and got some CTs, MRI, X-rays, internal and surgery problems, and finally the doctor diagnose. No. And the cause of the illness is looking at the phone and drugs. And the usage is to chant it 10 times. No problem, just that I like to play with the phone too much. So headache, neck ache, blurry eyes, everything is because of playing with the phones. A couple got in a fight and ignored each other, and both sitting on the sofas playing with their own phones, and the wife couldn't stand anymore and farted. And then the husband farted even longer. And the wife said, "What are you trying to speak back, talk back?" Let's talk about Vimalakirti Sutra. No, Surangama Sutra. The Buddha said to Ananda, all sentient beings have, since time without beginning, been caught in various delusions and distortions, planting the seeds of karma like a cluster of entangled tree. Cultivators fail to attain Supreme Body. So Sakyamuni Buddha told the Venerable Ananda that all sentient beings in this world, since time without beginning, are always doing things upside down, planting seeds of karma upon karma endlessly, like this evil entanglement. Most people don't understand these words. So this name is actually a kind of tree. Why is it called this tree? Because there are three things kind of like entangled together. So this is to describe that humans start with delusions. So because of ignorance, you become deluded. And then that's karma. And because of your ignorance and delusions, you create lots of karma. And after generating karma, you suffer the retributions. So these three are together: ignorance or lacking wisdom, karma, and suffering. And this tree called aksa, a kind of fruit in India. So just like that aksa fruit, because you're ignorant and deluded, you create a lot of karmas, and the karmas result in the suffering fruits. So ignorance, karma, and suffering are together. So like the cluster of aksa. So ignorance, karma, and suffering are entangled together perpetually, and all cultivators fail to attain supreme wisdom and attain the state of Sravakas, practical Buddhas, as well as become heterodox practitioners or even demon kings and their retinues. Many spiritual cultivators want to attain supreme wisdom, but they do not attain the true cultivation methods. So they just practice blindly. So what do they become? The better one would become Sravakas. So they are, through the Buddha's Dharma teaching, they listened and practiced and attain the fruition of the lesser vehicles. They become the Sravakas. And what are Prateka Buddhas? They have no teachers, but they contemplate that the human since birth all the way to old age and death, following the 12 links of dependent origination, and then they gain enlightenment that way. They are called Prateka Buddhas. They are considered the four sixthly realms, but they belong to the lesser vehicles, as well as become heterodox practitioners. So when Sakyamuni Buddha was in the world, there were 6 teachers of the heretic paths. So 6 teachers, they were all ordained and they taught the Sangha, but upon their practice, they would become heretics. Why? Because their concepts are different from Buddhist concepts. Like some heretics believe that after death, it's nothing, or you can attain Buddhahood without spiritual cultivation. Or some say it's fine, just follow the nature. Those are all considered the heretics or heterodox practice. And through such spiritual cultivation, what would happen? And because they may have done a lot of good deeds, so they go to the heavenly realm of desire. There are 6 heavens there, and heavenly realm of form, there are 16 heavens, and the heavenly realm of formlessness, there are 4 heavens. So that's called all the heavenly realms. And the demon king is called Mahaswara or Poshin. So even demon kings also have Dharma power. The heavenly beings also have Dharma power. They are all spiritual cultivators. So even the Mara kings or demon kings have cultivated spiritually, because without spiritual cultivation, how can you become demon king? That's from the Mahaswara heaven. So the heavenly king of the 6th heaven all become the retinue of demons or Mara, or disciples of the Mara, or retinue or family of the Mara. So if you practice randomly or haphazardly, then sometimes you only attain Sravakahood through listening to the Dharma teaching of Sakyamuni Buddha. You gain enlightenment, but you don't deliver sentient beings, then you become a Sravaka. Or those who practice according to 12 links of dependent origination, you become a Prateka Buddha. Or you practice blindly, but you also do good deeds, then you go to the heavens, the heavenly realm of desire, form or formlessness, all the heavens there, and also demon kings who's called Poshin or Mahaswara, and their retinues. And there were two fundamentals that I spoke on yesterday at the Seattle temple, not Taiwan temple. Now my speech is at the Seattle temple. You talk about Taiwan temple? That's too far. So yesterday at the Seattle temple, I was talking about the two roots. One is the root of transmigration and birth and death. Why do you have the root of birth and death and transmigration? Because you have the mind, the clinging mind, to cultivate spiritually. That's the root of birth and death. And because you don't recognize the marvelous and radiant true mind, so cultivating blindly like that is wrong. And because of that mistake, so because they do not understand the two fundamental roots and instead cultivate in error, so you don't practice the authentic or the true Dharma methods. You can go to the heavens, but you cannot attain Buddhahood or reach the four sixthly realms. So that's the root of the birth and death and transmigration. And the second fundamental, the root, is that you understand the marvelous and radiant true mind and have attained the authentic Dharma, and that's Puti, Nirvana, and Tao. Those are the true, authentic Dharma methods. The two fundamental roots. Because you don't know them, so you practice blindly or in error, and just following the wrong teaching, I guess. So that would be like cooking sand. It doesn't matter how you cook the sand, it would not become rice. You can only cook rice to make rice. And you need to cook good ingredients or vegetables in order to make a dish. But if you cook sand, no matter how you cook it, you will not make a nice dish. So that means you don't know how to cultivate spiritually. So you just blindly following, performing deviant methods or paths. So cultivating in error, like trying to cook sand and make a fine meal. How can you cook sand to make a dish, or to get gold from rocks? There is a medium that Li Dongping can point to a rock to become gold, to become very expensive. It was a rock. That's really nice. Can you teach me this? And then he said, after a few decades, it would become the rock again. It would become. But people with good conscience would say, oh no, that's no good, it would harm other people. But people with bad conscience would say, oh good, that's fine, I want that. They just want to cheat people. Although you can make rock into gold, but after a few years it would return to become rock. So cooking sand will not make a fine meal, and to point to rock will not make gold. And no matter how long you try, even this life and past life and past life and future lives, you will not be able to attain, because you use sand to cook. You have to cook rice in order to make rice, grain to get rice. So even after countless eons or many reincarnations, you will never succeed. You will never have attainment. What are the two kinds of fundamental roots? And Ananda, first, is the root of birth, death, and reincarnation. From beginningless time is the clinging mind that you and all sentient beings take to be your true nature. So, you and all sentient beings use this clinging mind, and that mind is not the marvelous, radiant, true mind. It's the mind, the colored mind, and conditioned mind. So you see what you think. You see what you think, and that's not right. So that's the first root, the root of birth and death and transmigration. And second is the originally pure nature of Bodhi and Nirvana. It's your inherent luminous awareness, and that's the marvelous and radiant true mind. And the term is called Puti and Nirvana. Puti is the fruition, which is Anuttara Samyak Sambodhi, or the unexcelled right realization and right equality. So that's a true bodhicitta. And you understand Nirvana. What is Nirvana? In the lesser vehicle, there is a Nirvana with remainders and Nirvana without remainders. And then in Mahayana, there is the Nirvana with no function. So the most pure. So what is the clinging mind? If we talk about Yogacara, the eyes, ears, nose, tongue, body, mind, the root of the mind, alaya, they're all clinging mind. They're all considered the clinging mind. What your eyes see, what your ears hear, what your nose smell, what your tongue tastes, what your body touches. They are all called the clinging mind. The eyes, ears, nose, tongue, body, mind, and the root of mind are considered the clinging mind. And when you reach the 8th consciousness, alaya, that's a mixture, and the 9th consciousness, that would be completely pure, immaculate. Only then, according to Sakyamuni Buddha, would call the inherent luminous purity, and that's called Bodhi and Nirvana. And Nirvana is also called extinction. 3 Dharma seals, right? That Nirvana is extinction. the source of all conditioned phenomena and what is left behind when they cease. Because sentient beings abandon this original clarity, they walk around all day long, yet fail to realize it, falling vainly into various realms. That humans originally have Buddha nature, and because of this clinging minds externally, and you're deluded by your own clinging mind, your own original, inherent, marvelous, and radiant true mind cannot be discovered. And instead, you strive to seek external conditions outside in the world. So you fail to realize it, therefore you fall into the rebirth cycle. So you don't know about your own marvelous and radiant true mind, and instead you fall into the 6 rebirth realms, which are the heavens, Asura, human, hells, hungry ghosts, and animal realms, and continually cycling in that cycle. Because you lost your own inherent original mind, and instead you use the clinging mind to the eyes, ears, nose, tongue, body, and mind to act and live. And you don't recognize your own inherent original Buddha nature. So you fall into the 6 rebirth realms. So the Buddha told Ananda, all sentient beings have since time without beginning been caught in various delusion and distortion. And what kind of upside down? Ignorance generating karma and suffering the retributions. Just like that bad fruit that combine the 3 sides. There are 3 parts of that fruit. And I remember there was a fruit in Southeast Asia that's called durian, and there are many sections. Mangosteen also have several sections. But in India, there are a kind of fruits called aksa, which have 3 sections to represent ignorance, karma, and suffering, all together. So after spiritual cultivation for so long, they still don't attain the supreme Buddhi or enlightenment. Instead, they attain the state of Shravakas, Pratyeka Buddhas, which are still the 6 realms, or they become the heterotic practitioners, or all the heavenly beings, the heavenly realm of formlessness, formless and form and desire, or become the demon king or his retinues, because they do not understand the 2 fundamental roots and cultivate in error blindly, and they think that trying to cook sand, they can make a fine meal, but actually you cannot, even after many lifetimes. And what are the 2 roots? One is the root of birth, death, since beginningless time, which is the root of transmigration or rebirth cycle. And now all sentient beings use their clinging mind to the eyes, ears, nose, tongue, body, and mind, and they think that that's right and clear, but actually that's wrong. And then the other kind of mind is called Buddha nature, Buddhi and Nirvana, which is the marvelous, radiant true mind. And today, many people do not know this true mind, and instead they use the clinging mind to do things and to cultivate spiritually, so they cover their own marvelous and inherent true nature, and instead fall into the 6 rebirth cycle. Now, do you understand this part? Wow. These phrases are not easy to explain. This makes sense. There are 4 realms. I don't want to go to school, I don't want to go to work, I don't want to go to the hospital, and I don't want to go to heavens. If you want to wish to eat something, just eat it right away. If you want to do something, do it right away, because you're old and you don't have good memory anymore. Don't wish that someone can accompany you all your life. When you have no light on you, even the silvers or the money will abandon you. Human life is that it's done by eating, by sleeping, by scolding, by going, and by being buried. Money is like water. If you lack water, you would be thirsty. But if you have too much, you would be drowned. Old age in someone's mind have 2 symptoms: complaints and kept expecting the younger generations. So at this age, the important people getting less and less, but the leftover people become more and more important. Oh, what kind of person are you? When you're young, you don't burden those who give birth to you. When you're old, you don't burden the people that you give birth to. The end of your 1,000-mile journey, you need to have a home. That you have your mom. Even when you have the table full of good food, you need to have good teeth. And to enjoy the scenery, you need to be able to walk. If you encounter a mountain of gold, can you carry it? When you cry, you need someone to love you, and then when you sleep, you need someone to pull you up. And getting a corn rather getting a flower, rather than being rich and noble, you'd rather be settled, stable. If you count money on your sick bed, you're full. And you have the chance. Actually, human life is about subtraction. You meet once more, it's one less time. There are 3 banquets in one's life: at birth, at wedding, and at death. When at birth you still can't eat it. At wedding you have no time to eat, and at death it was eaten by other people, so you really don't enjoy any. So treasure your life now. Just eat what you want to eat and drink what you want to drink. And whatever problem you encounter, don't keep it in your heart. And health is most important. That's life philosophy. Money, pay me home.